the desert fighter who came to be known as Africa's Pinochet. Hissene Habre was a ruthless dictator in power in Chad between 1982 and 1990. In those 8 years, his brutal regime fiercely crushed opponents and targeted rival ethnic groups. He is accused of widespread torture and executions and for the death of 40,000 people. Souleymane Gengeng survived 2.5 years in prison during Habre's regime. He is one among 100 victims expected to testify at the former dictator's trial. He says it was not unusual for him to see 3 to 4 deaths a day at the hands of the secret police.
When
I saw my fellow prisoners dying and the enormous suffering they inflicted on us, the hunger, even refusing to take us to hospital when we were sick, I made a vow to God to keep me alive. That if I survived, I should not let these things pass in silence.
Another survivor spoke of the conditions in jail.
There were 40 people in the cell, without light, without food, terrible conditions, and I suffered in that cell. And I saw others suffering in the cell. People were dying in that cell.
Habre fled to Senegal after being ousted in 1990 by Chad's current president, Idriss Déby. The African Union mandated Senegal to try Habre in July 2006, but the country delayed his trial for years. Habre was eventually arrested in 2013 after living freely in exile for 22 years. And on Monday, he will be tried by a special tribunal backed by the African Union, one which Habre himself does not consider legitimate.